Okay, now let's start with what is called as the horizontal tracing. Now this tracing we will be doing in the supracholic compartment somewhere here. Okay. This is the liver, the stomach and the spleen. These are the two kidneys, the aorta and the IVC. Okay. Now what are we going to do? We are going to trace the formation of peritoneum and the peritoneal folds on a horizontal section. So covering the liver completely on all the surfaces excepting the areas which are bare areas of liver, then going to the lateral abdominal wall. Kidneys are retroperitoneal organ, so just covering the anterior surface, the aorta and the IVC coming down here. Similarly, from this side, we shall trace around the spleen, on to the stomach, on to the right free margin of the stomach, and from here the formation of lesser sac. This is the lesser omentum. This is the right free margin of the lesser omentum, which carries the porta hepatis, which contains the portal vein, the bile duct and the hepatic artery. The portal vein, hepatic artery and the bile duct. This is the tracing, horizontal tracing of the peritoneal cavity on the supracholic compartment. Now look carefully. This is nothing but the falciform ligament, which was coming from the anterior abdominal wall to the anterior surface of the liver. After that, it splits into two, the right side and the left side. This covers and then goes on to the lateral side of the anterior and the lateral abdominal wall, posteriorly up to the kidneys, covers the IVC, the aorta, and then reflects back here, and this, what is formed, is the renal ligament between the spleen and the kidney. Renal ligament. Remember, in the dorsal mesogastrium, behind the stomach and the posterior abdominal wall, the spleen starts to develop. Spleen or stomach, gastrosplenic ligament. Again remember, see, these are bilaminar, double fold of peritoneum. bilaminar. This is again bilaminar, two folds of peritoneum between the spleen and the kidney, linorenal between the spleen and the stomach. Gastrosplenic. This area which is present here, this is nothing but omental bursa or lesser sac. This is the greater peritoneal cavity. Inside the greater peritoneal cavity, behind the stomach. Just remember, before this I showed you greater omentum के पीछे मैंने हाथ डाल के आपको दिखाया था. This space is nothing but the lesser sac. This is nothing but behind the stomach, a potential gap between the four folds of greater omentum. So these are nothing but the folds of greater omentum which are forming the lesser sac. Now can you see this? Can you see this arrow here? This arrow is the place of continuation between the lesser sac and the greater. This is greater peritoneal sac or cavity. So this is adductus to greater sac. From greater peritoneum, if you want to enter the lesser sac, how will you enter? This is the channel gate through which you enter. It is called as adductus to lesser sac. It is also called as the foramen of epiploic or epiploic foramen. This is called as epiploic foramen. Epiploic foramen has an anterior border and a posterior border. The anterior limit is porta hepatis. This is porta hepatis. So, अगर ये चैनल इस एरिया को, ये एरो जो है जहां से ओपनिंग हो रही है लेसर सैक की थ्रू द ग्रेटर सैक, इस एरिया को कहते हैं एपिप्लोइक फोरामेन. इस एपिप्लोइक फोरामेन की दो बाउंड्रीज हैं, एक एंटीरियर बाउंड्री, एक पोस्टीरियर बाउंड्री. ये ना, ये दो बाउंड्रीज हैं इसकी. एंटीरियर बाउंड्री इज मेड बाय दिस स्ट्रक्चर which is called as the porta hepatis. It is nothing but the free margin of lesser omentum. This is lesser omentum. This is the free margin of lesser omentum which contains the porta hepatis. Posteriorly, the right suprarenal and IVC. These are the posterior limitations of epiploic foramen. So epiploic foramen anteriorly, right free margin of lesser omentum and posteriorly it is made up of IVC, the right suprarenal gland. Anteriorly this is lesser omentum and porta hepatis. Posteriorly right suprarenal and IVC. This is the adductus to lesser sac. Have you understood this? Behind the stomach and in front of posteriorly the IVC and aorta, this is the lesser sac. When it opens into the greater peritoneal cavity, it opens through this foramen of Winslow or epiploic foramen. This epiploic foramen has got two boundaries. porta hepatis and posteriorly iris. Now porta hepatis, this contains portal vein, bile duct and hepatic artery. Okay, so here we finish with the horizontal tracing of peritoneum above the supracholic compartment. This is a very important tracing. Lesser sac is often asked in exam. So for lesser sac, please draw this diagram and please draw this diagram of lesser sac. Thank you very much.